Are we going to order some schooners or are we just going to have shots on them?
You know, George Clooney called me when he needed a stunt double.
Good afternoon guys, Daniel here from Malt Jack and welcome back for another episode. We're here at Newstead Brewery, here with the boys. So we got Hardis, Adnan. We've just ordered a paddle guys each. What have we got on this paddle and what are you excited about trying here? Because I'm a huge fan of Newstead Brewery. I love their beers. What do you guys think of it?
I'm a light drinker in a way when it comes to beer, so I like to stick to my sessions and my lagers and pale ales every now and then. I know we've got a couple of IPAs coming up too. I'm not always a big fan, so we'll have to see how we go.
What about you, mate?
I think I'm going to agree with Harris there. I'm not a big fan of the IPAs.
Of the craft beers.
But I'm not a big fan of the session ales either. I'm your commercial guy here.
You're like my cousin Simon Steve.
I'm like your cousin Steve. I'm a Great Northern guy.
Pure blonde.
Original Great Northern, not the super crisp one.
Look, I know you like pure blondes.
I like pure blondes. Yes, I went through a pure blonde phase.
What about your beers? Well, here we go. Our beers are turning up now.
There you go.
We're going to give them a bit of a review soon. So, cheers, mate. Legend.
Thank you.
As weird as it sounds, I had a mate that actually has tried Granite Belt beer.
And he loved it.
He loved it, but in all honesty, I think it's his post-COVID season.
Look, I reckon those beers at the Granite Belt Brewery, I think they were off for some reason. I don't think they were. I think their barrels or their kegs or something must have been a bit off.
Potentially, yeah.
There we
Cheers,
go.
mate. Legend.
The last one's for old mate Jonathan.
Beautiful. It should arrive soon.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
So here we go.
So there you have it, guys. So it looks like we got the pale. I think I did order 2 IPAs, but I think he must have misheard me. But that's okay. So we got their pale ale, we got their IPA.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of both of these beers. Okay. I have not tried their red. I have not tried their stout.
Okay.
So what do you reckon? We'll start with the pale ale because their pale ale has got like it's a proper pale ale. Like it's got a bit of kick to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I reckon let's give that a go, and we're not going to wait for. We're not going to wait for good Charlie.
He'll come. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys. Happy Friday evening.
That's it. I took the whole day off to be here today as well, so to prepare for this.
So you should. What do you reckon about that?
It's very fresh.
Very refreshing.
Very refreshing, yes.
A little bit fruity.
A little bit fruity.
It's probably a little bit more
fruity.
bitter. I reckon it's a little bit more bitter than what you'd expect from a pale ale.
If you compare it to your standard, like your 150 lashes, it's got that extra little bit of bitterness.
It's like, from my point of view, this pale ale is kind of in between a pale ale and an IPA. Like it's not as bitter as an IPA.
But you only get
it's
the
a bit
bitterness
more,
afterwards. You get like an aftertaste. You don't get it straight away.
Yeah, it's got a bit more hops than what you'd expect. Like I know that pale ale we tried from Newstead Brewing Co. That was just light and refreshing, and you could probably drink, a lot of those. Where this one, you probably couldn't have too many of them.
No.
Well, let me know what you think of the IPA, because I'm a fan of this one as well, but this might be a bit too crafty for you guys.
That's it.
It's got a bit more hops to it, doesn't it?
A little bit more, but very similar. I might have to say. It's got the body is very similar.
I think the start and the palate's quite similar, and then you've got the aftertaste. There's a lot more hops in there. Yeah, definitely. What do you reckon?
I'm actually liking the IPA.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that would be a bit too crafty for you. I mean, I really enjoy it. I think that's a cracking beer.
I think what's getting me on the pale ale is the aftertaste.
Yeah. Well, I thought this would be a lot heavier for you than the pale ale. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is heavier. You can tell it's heavier. But I don't know.
It's got a bit more of a distinct smell, the pale ale over the.
They're both very refreshing, though. I reckon.
Yeah,
I reckon they're
very
both super refreshing beers.
Okay.
The pale ale is definitely lighter. I mean, that's what you'd
It is
expect,
lighter,
though.
yeah.
That's what you'd expect.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, like my taste, those two beers are like exactly
They're
what I like.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a bit more kick than a commercial pale ale or a commercial IPA.
Yep.
I think they've done pretty well.
I just once you start getting into your heavier beers, I'm not a big fan because it's. I don't know. In a way, I kind of feel bloated myself if I have too many.
You can't have too many of them.
Yeah.
You can't have too many of those. Like you probably only have 2 or 3, and then you're done. Then you got to go. But the good thing about these guys, like we haven't got the session ale, but we were talking about that on our camping trip.
Yeah.
And that was quite a light beer. Like we were starting at 12 o'clock with the Newstead session, and you have quite a few of those, and you don't even feel it. It's just like drinking flavoured beer water. Well, let us know what you think of the red ale. I haven't tried this one before, so I'm quite excited. And actually, I quite like their glasses as well. Cheers to Newstead for these glasses, and their little paddle here is quite nice with a bit of form ply drilled out. That's pretty cool. I might make one at home.
That's very smooth.
It's not bad, eh? I do like it.
Ooh. I wasn't expecting that.
It's very smooth.
That's actually a very nice beer.
It is.
Yeah, it actually is.
That's
It's
very
not
nice.
as heavy as it looks either.
Those those red grains are coming out, flavours coming out. That's quite a good beer.
I actually like the red.
I actually like the red too.
This is my
I-
preference. Out of these 3,
Like
I would choose a red.
Adnan, before this evening, you were a pure blonde guy. But I think we might have changed you to a pure red guy.
Maybe, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Oh, mate, blondes,
That's-
reds. Who knows?
Has that changed your perception about craft beers?
We'll have to wait to see what the brunettes do.
That's probably more. I don't know. That's probably more black than brown, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
a little small black, yeah.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, I'm not usually a stout drinker. I don't really have a palate for a stout, but like that one is quite smooth. I mean, I wouldn't order it. I wouldn't order it. Don't get me wrong, but
If you
I don't have a palate
if you compare it to a Guinness,
for a stout.
I would definitely drink this over a Guinness though. Any
Yeah,
day.
Guinness,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't do Guinness. This is not bad, actually.
Like it's palatable, I mean, it's not to my taste, but that's not taking anything away from the beer. I think that's a good beer.
It is a good, yeah.
It's just not something that I would order. that's
In
all.
all honesty, I was a bit surprised.
Yeah,
I thought
you'd enjoy the.
I
pale
thought my
ale.
preference would be the other way,
Yeah,
but now that I'm drinking,
Yeah.
I actually prefer this side because these ones are a bit fruity. Like this one's got a bit of an aftertaste,
yeah,
bit of a bitter aftertaste.
yeah, with the hops. Yeah,
This one's nice,
yeah.
right? This one's very smooth, but,
Yeah.
and I'm liking this one as well. Actually, I'm quite surprised.
I don't mind it. I mean, in order of preference, so you would say the stout, then the red ale, then the IPA.
I'd maybe go the red. I'd go
You
the
go
red
red first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In these ones here, I'd
Yeah.
go the red, the stout, the IPA, and then the pale.
Wow.
I'd be surprised.
What about you, Mr. Hardis?
I'm leaning towards the IPA. I
Okay.
think the pale ale has something in there
Yeah.
that's not on my palate. I don't know what it is.
It's just
I
not
don't know
agreeing
if
with you.
It's a bit of a herb. I get a bit of a herby tinge through there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a herby sort of floral, almost like a dried, fruity floral type. You know how you'd like dry some or hydrate some fruit? It's kind of like
that's
a dried
right.
sort of fruit taste to it, and that's not going to appeal to everyone. So what's your order of preference?
My order, I like the IPA.
You like the IPA?
I
Yeah.
think the IPA is quite. For an IPA, it's very smooth.
Yeah.
Very drinkable.
Yeah.
Easy to drink.
Yeah.
The red is nice itself as well.
Okay.
So I'd probably go the IPA,
yeah.
the red.
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do now?
I might have to put their stout before the pale ale.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've had a fair few pale ales in my time, and this
Wow.
it's just a bit too different.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, like a lot of different opinions. I mean, to my taste, I enjoy it exactly the way that we've tasted it. So I enjoy the pale ale first, then the IPA. I really enjoyed the red as well, and my probably least favourite would be the stout. So, I mean, you got three guys here, three different, taste buds, three different opinions. Cracking taste. I reckon,
Overall,
guys.
a good experience, man.
Oh, fantastic experience. I mean, this is our first paddle. I'm keen to actually try a few of the other things they have on offer, because being at the tap room, there's probably, I don't know, almost 10 or 15 beers on there, so there's quite a few on there.
And they've always got something that's a bit different as well there.
And I must say, I don't know what happened at the time, but I am enjoying this palate more than the Granite Belt palate.
Mate,
I'll have to admit.
100%. I mean, you can't compare these beers to what we had 2 weekends ago at the Granite Belt. I mean, I'm happy to give them another go.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, those beers were either off, or they've been in the barrel or the tank for too long. They just did not.
The pipes weren't.
They tasted nothing. They tasted
No.
nothing like this.
No.
It was night and day. I mean,
And the lager, especially the lager. The lager was
that was
And
really
the
sour.
yeah.
It was sour. I think it was.
Yeah, it was off.
I think it was. Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. We're going to order a couple more, drink a few more. We've got a few more guys coming, so we're going to leave it with you. Thanks for tuning in again. If you like it, subscribe. And I've got to say, these two brothers, they've just got an absolute face for YouTube, don't they? Look at them. Look how good looking they are with beers.
Stop it. Yeah.
If you like them, make sure you like our channel.
We're on it
and
to be
subscribe.
here. We're on it to be here. It's not every day you get to have a beer with
single malt Jack?
With Jack himself, yes.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.